Hey everyone, it's David here from Freedom Founders. I want to talk to you a little bit today about a subject that is really always on my heart, and that's the subject of education. And even deeper than that is, what is the education? What is an education worth today? What is the return on investment of an education? And I think this can be debated very much, and I love to debate this. First of all, I think it depends on what kind of education we're talking about. What's the outcome desired? Traditionally, we think about formal education, going through grade school, high school, and then on to college or upper education, graduate school, maybe professional school. That's the education I went through, and I have nothing negative to say about that, except that that's a traditional path that maybe is not right for everybody. And even if I had to do it over again, I think I would possibly do it differently. I might do it differently today with what I know. I think the traditional education, furthering yourself with higher degrees, the investment, the time, the capital, the cost today, the debt that many students are coming out with, I think one can question whether or not that is a good investment. If you can make that assessment and come out and say it's worth it, then more power to you. But for me today, I think it's not there. So let's go beyond traditional education, past graduate school, college degree, whatever it is, professional degree. What happens after that? Are we just all of a sudden we're good? We don't need to know anymore. We got the license, the degree, the career path. It's all good now, and we don't need to invest in ourselves anymore. What happened to that idea? And I think it's even more important that after one finishes with whatever traditional formal education one goes through, even if it's just high school, I don't care. Education beyond that point becomes even more paramount. And it's really at that point the kind of education. Where do you go to get what you really need in life? You know, there's the basic education that we all need: reading, writing, arithmetic, right? Beyond that, what are your best opportunities? What do you love? What do you have a passion for? And how do you figure that out in life? I think you've got to be around other people who think like you do, who have maybe taken alternative pathways in life that haven't always been based on the higher education. Maybe some, yes, others no. Plenty of people I know that are doing great in life because they're resourceful, and they figured out that they could attain or obtain the information, the knowledge base that they needed at any particular time just through the fruits of their own connections. Maybe it's an apprenticeship or mentorship, or just surrounding themselves with the right people, and then taking that knowledge and combining that with the wisdom, their own wisdom and the wisdom of other people, to then build what they need to find the opportunity in the marketplace to solve problems. That's what people do. That's what businesses are built on, solving problems for other people. I don't think traditional education prepares people for that today, very much at all. They give them advanced degrees in all kinds of subjects that really have no merit and no basis for really creating an entrepreneurial lifestyle, which is, for me today, a freedom lifestyle, doing what I want to do with whom I want to do it, when I want to do it. That's where I think education needs to be today. And so if you've gone down that path, you've gotten all the formal education, you're in a career path, a professional practice, and you're still wondering, is this all there is? I'm going to tell you that's not all there is. But you have to surround yourself with the right people to figure out what that next step is for you. If you just stay with your head down, working hard, cranking it out on that hamster wheel, that's pretty much where your life's going to stay. And I'm not against that work ethic, but you're not leveraging the real opportunities. Your brain power, your ability to leverage other people's ideas, thoughts, processes, skills, time, all those things are available out there if you'll just get outside the box. Join a group, join a mastermind. Freedom Founders is what I facilitate, but I realize I'm a part of many other masterminds. That's where my education comes from today. That's what helps me stay ahead and to be opportunistic, to find those opportunities in the marketplace so I can solve other people's problems and do it the way I want to do it. Live my life the way I want to, not based on someone else's agenda. That's it for today. We could debate this for quite some time, but I love jumping in the conversation. Love to hear back from you. Just give me your feedback on, do you think traditional education has an appropriate return on investment, or do you think there's better ways today? What are your thoughts on that? Give me some feedback on that. Above all, remember, always stay focused on your freedom. It's been David. See you next time. Over and out.